they got on a flight from Amsterdam into the United States, and they saw some very interesting things happen on the concourse, in the airport, into the plane, and on the plane. And, of course, he's a lawyer, a really good witness, trained to be able to document and be careful about what he says he saw. And the other witnesses are saying the exact same thing. Very, very bizarre. You have the sharp-dressed man leading the underwear bomber onto the plane through security, saying you have to let him on. He's from Sudan. You have someone videotaping reportedly the entire flight and aiming the camera at him. And I kept saying, why doesn't the FBI want to talk to Mr. Haskell, Kurt and Lori Haskell? And we appreciate him coming on right now. He had to come on in the last hour because the FBI was there just before he came on with us. So breaking news there. Kurt Haskell, again, who was on Flight 253 with the underwear bomber. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Hey, no problem. Glad to be here.
Well, tell us, again, a snapshot of any new developments or what the authorities just asked you about.
Okay. Yeah, I got a call early this morning that the FBI would be stopping in my office to talk to me sometime today, and they did. They left a little while ago. Our interview today was pretty similar to the interview they gave me while we were being detained in customs after we got off the plane, with one exception that I would say, and that was that they brought a stack of pictures they wanted me to look at and identify if I knew various people that they showed me, pictures of people.
Did you recognize the Indian man, the smart-dressed man?
No, he was not in any of the pictures.
Well, why wouldn't they have the airport footage? It's been 5 days. This is the biggest story ever. I mean, where is that surveillance footage from Amsterdam?
You know what I said to them? I said, did you guys bring the security video from Amsterdam? Wouldn't that be a more appropriate way to do this interview while we looked at security video? I don't think they liked that comment from me.
Well, it's common sense. I mean, you're a successful, smart lawyer. You're a sharp guy. But these FBI agents, they're sharp. They're accountants. They're lawyers. What's the deal?
That's what I said. Did you bring that video with you so we could go over it together? Wouldn't that be more appropriate? And I think that was an offensive comment to them.
Why would that be offensive? I mean, again, this is all part of the fake make work. We saw this with Oklahoma City and other suspicious events. They'll just bring a boatload of papers and stuff that doesn't matter, and then your information that is so vital will go into the deep six bin. And that's why I wanted to get you on, Mr. Haskell, but I think you're now experiencing what I wanted to warn you about vital witnesses just get ignored.
Well, I kind of want to keep this interview to me being an eyewitness and not me being expert testimony.
Are you talking about with the FBI or right now here on air?
No, what I'm saying is I want to keep, right here on air, I want to keep it to what I witnessed and not so much what my opinion is.
Absolutely, that makes sense to do that.
As much as possible, because I'm an I'm an eyewitness in this case, not an expert witness, and I don't want anyone accusing me of having any kind of an agenda to discredit the facts of this case and what I've witnessed.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, that makes sense because, if you start making your opinions made, then they can try to ignore the key info you brought forward.
And use that against me to discredit me. Exactly. I'm trying to not do anything to discredit myself.
But there are other witnesses. We're now seeing other witnesses saying they saw the guy with the camera and everything else.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what you saw then, because we've got you to the bottom of the hour. Plenty of time to flesh this out. Instead of like 5 minutes on CNN or 10 minutes on Fox, plenty of time for you to be able to break down in fine detail what you saw, what you witnessed. And we're really excited to have Kurt Haskell on with us. His wife, Lori Haskell, was also on the aircraft, bombed by the underwear bomber. We're glad that he's certainly alive right now.